What up, YouTube? This is your boy Liga, one half of Duo. And oops, sorry about that. Trying to get the mic right. And this is basically a response video to Mizzah Tee video, Nintendo Metroid Must Die. Now, seeing that I am one of the unique big fans of Metroid, and it's one of my favorite franchise, I saw the video and I want to do a response video on it. Now, me and Mizzah Tee is cool. I got nothing against him. He put up a question right there, and I just couldn't answer it in a comment. So, and two, he said it himself. No ifs, ands, but he said himself. These are things that he don't care for, but he wants to see it be, you know what I mean? He wants to see it to get wider audience. So this is my response to what he's saying in the video. So again, his video is down in the description box, so you can check out and check his video and listen to what he got to say. But I've seen lately that everybody wants this wide in the market and stuff like that. So I'll just try to dissect some of his points by points. Again, he might not even agree with me. Maybe I will get him on a one-on-one when it's his turn, if he agrees to do one with me. But other than that, now he talked about one of the things he brought up was the online multiplayer. Yeah, I have no problem with the online multiplayer. As long as the single player is still strong as it always is, then I have no problem with the multiplayer. If they're gonna do the multiplayer, they need to go balls out. They need to make a good multiplayer, because they did it with Echoes. People really didn't care for it then, and then when they did it with Prime Hunters, people liked it. So they need to evolve from that. If they're gonna make that, but if they're gonna make it more of the the wide audience that people really get into this like that, I would say go that far if you're gonna do a spin-off. I have no problem if Nintendo charged $30 for Metroid, kind of like a Titanfall kind of situation, like a Metroid Ops or something like that. We have the federations and all the stuff like that. Yeah, that'll be really cool to have that, and it could be a spin-off. And I have no problem if Nintendo does it as a spin-off, because the couple spin-offs that I've played, I enjoy the hell out of it. So, but if they're gonna do that, as long as they have this single campaign strong and I have to worry about that, then you know what, it's an option for those who want to think. Because I really don't, me personally, I don't care for online multiplayer. Really don't care for the shooting and all that. I think I mean, I love Metroid Prime Hunters to a certain degree. Now basically, out of all the games, that's the weakest to me out of all the games because of the story and everything else. And I really didn't play the online multiplayer, but everybody has a preference, which is understandable. So that's cool. And this is coming from a guy. This is coming to when I say unique Metroid fan. Other than I have all the physical games and bought basically almost all the digital games, of course, I have signed autograph of two things that nobody in this world have. Nobody, and I really mean nobody, as a Metroid fan. So I'm unique in that regard. But I digress, and I'm just letting you know that. So now I'm gonna keep on going. Now they were talking about the whole humanoid. We have how much humanoid characters, kind of like Other M, or like or kind of like from Metroid Prime Corruptions 3. That's cool. I have that one. I'm cool with that idea. Trying to get more humanoid thing, and that would be a great setup. I mean, I have nothing against that option of doing that, because it did feel good in Metroid Prime 3 to have the different characters going around, and also in kind of like Prime Hunters to see that you have people who have kind of like the similar moves. That's a good concept. I have no problem with that. I agree with Mizzah Tee on that point. That with no problem on that regards. Now, the whole thing about trying to be a first-person, third-person shooter and try to go like everybody else, I disagree on that. That I don't want that to happen. I want it to be an adventure. I want to feel like an adventure. I don't want it to be just shoot and go. No, I want to have a little thinking toward my shooting. I have no problem. I love Prime is a beautiful game. I like it. Echoes, I like the whole thing of trying to shoot the light and stay in the light. Like, you have to strategize how to move and move. That makes you think more and more. I like that setup, and it's really good. That it's really good that they have something other than just shooting the gun. That's just me, and that goes to the next question he brought up, which was the whole puzzle thing. Nah, I want the puzzles in there and heavy in the puzzles if you don't mind, because that's what make the game unique from everybody else. I mean, we got to remember we have this thing again. You know my stance about this stupid word, but Metroid became a standard for a type of game architect of Metroidvania, which I don't understand how that's Metroidvania. Metroid came before it, but anyway, Metroid. It was such a good style that we call it Metroidvania, and everybody emulate Metroidvania because of Metroid. So I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be. No, I do not want it to dumb down for the lower audience. Sorry, if this is not your game, then this is not your game. You have many options out there to buy. You can buy many games. Hey, he bought a Halo. Go buy Halo. I think you should stay to the core and do what it is. And advertising, I could see where he's coming from, and I could agree and disagree at the same time. They should do some advertisement that's cool, but I think the name of Metroid is a certain way that if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it at this point because it's a franchise. It's a long-standing franchise. Certain people would not get into it. Some people would. Just like this, certain people wouldn't get into Tales, and certain people don't want to play a Tales game. It have that long stats of it around it that it's not gonna that it's going to gather a lot of people and not gather a lot of people. Now, me personally, and this is why I could back up some of this stuff. I don't think we need to again because we have as gamers we have the options. Let me first point it out. Metroid is a franchise that I hold dearly because of the stuff that, like I said, all the games I bought and meeting certain people and talking to them about the franchise at Nintendo and just chatting and talking about the stories. The one person I wish, other than Miyamoto to me, I wish I met Gunpei Yokoi because that was a good idea to come up with this game. But with that said, I don't want it. It's the artist. I want the artists to make their game. If you don't like what the artists create, then you don't buy it. Sorry, gamers, because basically everybody whines and bitches and moan. Oh, if this game will be more better, this whatever. Because remember, there are games that try to go for that mass appeal from a core audience and fail. And Metro is one of them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Resident Evil. Resident Evil. I played Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a degree. I didn't finish the story. I just played it for a little bit. But again, 5, even the creator of Resident Evil was like, this is not what I want in my game. And then 6 came out. Yeah. And a lot of people didn't back it up. It sold me, yeah, but it was a financial flop. Same thing with Raccoon City. People's like, no, don't like it. And even like I said, Shinji Mikami don't even want those kind of games. They're like, no, yeah. I want Tetsuya Kanabe, if he's gonna be the director or Sakamoto, who's do the story. I want them to do what they feel is right with the Metroid, and then we take it to see. Do we like it? We don't like it. Let's not try to go for mass appeal. We have a certain people like this type of game. Our game is Metroid is unique for a reason. Stay unique for that reason. Because again, Resident Evil was unique for a reason, but then when they try to go mass appeal, mass market, people ran away from it. Same thing, should I say, with certain, I mean, even Halo right now is losing some of its appeal. Everybody loves the multiplayer. You started on that, that's pretty cool. But the singles player, which is what Metroid has, a single player, they're going to be a single player? No. They're not buying it. Most people now is like the story. Most by consensus, the story was lackluster. They didn't really like it. It's just and then of course, it's not the financial powerhouse as it was before because Microsoft had to put in microtransactions. Yeah, then you don't have confidence in your own game. Yeah, and then of course we have Metroid itself. Metroid Prime sold the most. It has they went to the mass market. They tried something new. They rebirthed the whole Metroid in the 3D, which was glorious, and I loved it. Came out. Everybody praised it. Well, do Metroid Echo Prime 2. Came out. Great reviews. Where was those same people? Where were those same mass people who wanted to buy who said, "Oh man, Metroid Prime was good"? Where was that for 2 or for 3? They weren't around. And I always gonna contrast the 1 and 2, Metroid Prime 1 and 2, because same controller, same controller, great reviews, no broken glitches. They had the multiplayer, he had the story, was there, whatever. I mean, Prime had a fetch quest, 2 had fetch quest, 3 had fetch quest. So all of them had a fetch quest. And then they tune on a lot of and each sequence one, they tune down the background. I mean the backtracking, tune it down. For what? Because for mass appeal, and people still went out and not buy it. So they tried it already, and people then jump for joy. And a lot of people who jumped for joy when Super Metroid was, even it came late in the cycle, understandable. But a lot of people ain't playing Super Metroid maybe until the 2000s. A lot of these guys go back and like, wow, this was a cool game. I'm just saying, I want Metroid to stay the uniqueness what it is. Let them do the game, and then we figure out what's going on. If you want to, your ideas that you want to do, if it's a spin-off, then I have no problem with that. I said the main game idea, let's keep that to itself. Spin-offs are the problem. I have an open eye for Metroid Federation Prime Force, sorry, because I want to see what's going to be going on with that. Nothing wrong. I just want to see if they're going to put a good idea on that, because I would like pinball. I remember Sonic Pinball, Mario Pinball, Kirby Pinball. They like Mario Pinball. Sonic Pinball, the first couple of seasons was good, and they started to get really glitchy and like, ugh. And then Kirby Pinball, pretty cool. So I said, Metroid Pinball, how are they going to pull it off? Bought that game, I was like, wow, now this is good. The whole thing that you could be shooting in it, oh man, that is a good spin-off. Oh man, that's awesome. So I would give it that if it's a spin-off, I have no problem. And oh yeah, I saw somebody in the comment section. I'm cool with that person. I'm not gonna say name, but I'm cool with that person too. Yeah, let's leave platinum games out of everything, please. Everybody always say leave platinum games, need this. You know what? I agree with you that platinum games should get certain games, and if they do take this out and Nintendo say I want to do it, that's good too. All right, let me not say nothing negative. But even Hideki said, you guys are getting hammered. We don't want to be making every single freaking game and don't get the references for it, because they just want to relax, make the art that they like, and then enjoy it. They don't want to get burned out, and I don't want them to get burned out. Let's not go to every time burn out too. And I have no problem with Nintendo taking time with their games, because it makes as usual, it makes the heart fonder for the game, for the series. F-Zero has not come back out. Hope, right? You got a successor for it. Hopefully come back out again, and maybe people will buy it. But certain games don't come back out for a reason. There's always a reason. And I don't have no problem waiting for a next. I mean, I'm the biggest Metroid fan out there. I have no problem waiting for the next Metroid, game. When it comes out, I'll assess it and I'll play the game. I mean, Metroid. That's the way I look at it. I had fun with Metroid Prime Other M. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I know the problems with that game, but it also some stuff that people with that. It's funny. There's also some things in that game that people don't praise, and I'm gonna have a podcast about Other M, because I don't think a lot of people catch on to certain things Other M explained. Oh, the story was bullcrap. Yeah, the way she got her powers was stupid. I agree with you on that. But there's something in that game that showed. There's a lot of stuff that showed in that game that made sense to the universe. Being that Sakamoto was the one who wrote all the stuff. So yes. So, but you know what? I want it to be cool. I don't. There's certain games that should just stay niche. That's all it is. Bayonetta stay niche. This thing is alright. As long as they make financial profitability, that the game was not a waste and they make money off it, which Metro has always done, then I have no problem with that. That's all it is. As long as they make that. If Sega say, hey, I want to do a Bayonetta 3 because we made money, and they made money with the deals and stuff they did, then go ahead with that. Project Cross Zone was like that. They made money. Same thing with Hyrule Warriors. They made money. So yeah, just let's stay in niche, because I don't want to change certain stuff because of to dumb it down for the audience. If you don't like the Metroid game, It shouldn't change for you if you didn't want to get into the game in the first place. I don't want to, Call of Duty doesn't intrigue me after I bought Ghost and I didn't really get into it. But after Black Ops 2, it didn't intrigue me, and that's why I bought I was looking for Black Ops 3, but looking at the videos, it doesn't make me feel like I want to go buy that game. Many people are buying that game and having fun. That's cool, but that don't work with me. So we should give it the same fair shot of we like the game or don't like the game. We're gonna buy the game, don't buy the game. Because all the people who arguing this stupid stuff, if you don't like it, don't buy it. That's one argument nobody gonna ever stop me on, and can't agree with. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. Nobody's forcing and putting a gun to you to buy Metroid Federation Force. If it flops, it flops. Ooh, wow. Because there's a lot of games also that flop, but it was awesome games too. So, it is what it is. Let's see what the circumstances are. Because look at like Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 1, 2. Hardcore game. Everybody likes it. Oh, this was a great game. They dumbed it down for 3. No name, one nimble, no weapons, took out the blood. Hey, everybody could play it. What happened to that game? Came out barely sucky. People didn't like it. Got bad reviews. So they went back in, put in different weapons, put in the blood, put in different nimples, put an extra character. Oh, this game is at least feasible now. It's pretty all right. As Mizzah Tee himself said, went from a 4 to a 7. If that Razor's Edge came out before 3 really came out, I guarantee you a lot of people would have bought into it and be happy with that game. But it didn't. So, like I said, I respect Mizzah Tee and I understand certain videos in this video what he was saying. And again, I'm just putting my response to it. He also stated once again that he don't want to see this happen. He's just saying what it is to make it more popular. I said leave it be what it is. This is one of the same thing what I said with Nintendo. Nintendo's doing as a company. They're making money. They're staying in their own lane, making tons of money that other competitors wish they would. So you know what? As long as they're making money, that's all I care about. Make the money, dudes. Get the game. Make more games. That's all I care about. But that's my response to Mizzah Tee's video. Again, his video, link is down in the description. Go check it out. See what's back and forth. And again, you might not agree with me, which I know a lot of people might not want. But I just know that dumbing it down, I guarantee to me, and after talking to Sakamoto and like I said, like Kenji Yamamoto and all those stuff when I was over in Japan, they have people emailing them every day for, oh, I wanted this, I want to be. Some people say they want to be like Call of Duty. I'm like, no, hell no. I want the puzzles. I want intricate thinking. I want the action adventure that you got to move around and the jumps feel good and do whatever. If you're gonna go to Metroid Prime status, me personally, I saw not the vid. What I'm saying, I saw the project to do a side-scroller Metroid again. I would love to see that again. I would love to see that. I want the next Metroid other than Federation Force mainline to be. It could be a reboot of Metroid, a remake of Metroid Return of Samus, which is the 2. Make it a different, make the story what it is, but pretty it up and make it gussy, or an HD version of Super Metroid, or make a 2D Metroid again. I think that will pop off with the popularity of like Freedom Planet and Shovel Knights and stuff like that. The next 2D Metroid will be pretty good, or 2.5D if you want to go. But if you're gonna go the third person shooter round, whatever like it is. Nah, I let the creators do what they gotta do. If you don't come out good, you don't come out good. I don't want the masses, because again, most people who bought the Metroid Prime 1, where were they for Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3? They went around. So anyway, with that said, as usual, there's no perfect game out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play them games.